Okay, this training is going to be about how to create or edit your payout amounts in a really any reservation, but for our purposes here, we're actually going to do it for a reservation that we manually created. So in this case, we have a special guest who comes to our Pine Knoll property on an annual basis every January, February with his family to ski. And he's our VIP, our most VIP guest. And so we kind of work with him on, if we can work with him on something, we try to. So he doesn't like paying credit card fees and platform fees and such. So he just books directly with us. And he doesn't even like actually directly book on our direct booking site, but he just tells us the dates that he's interested in the property and would like to book for. And we go ahead and figure out how much the cost would be for the time that for his booking. And then we also will manually create a reservation for him in Guesty. And it's important to create the manual reservation because that way it is important to communicate, to let our vendors know, like our cleaners and our hot tub guy know, and even like Bruce, who takes care of our trash, they all rely on the calendar to trigger when they need to come in and do the work that they need to do, like clean the hot tub. So it's important to create that reservation, that manual reservation in Guesty. It's also important because then all of our automated communications that is sent from Guesty will not be sent if we don't create that reservation. If we just simply block the dates off, then Chris doesn't receive any of those automated communications, like the 2 weeks out, the 1 week out, the morning of access code, all of that. He's not going to receive it. So that's why it's just super important to create that manual reservation. So here I'm at the calendar screen here, and I see Chris's manual reservation that Mandy just created. So I'm going to go in and click on his reservation. It'll pull out the reservation details here. And it usually starts up here. You see some information, and you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see there's no payouts that are listed. So with Chris, especially because he's, we have a booking amount, and then he sends in like payment installments on a monthly basis to pay off this booking. And so it's really important to track that so that we have our accounting correctly. And you can either do it on a spreadsheet, or you can actually use Guesty to help you out. So here's how you can do it. You're going to click on add new payout item. And for the accommodation, we're going to add, for the accommodation, we're just going to put the complete total in. That's with the discount. That's with, well, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should just put in 20. We'll break it down and itemize it so that it's kind of transparent what the cost is. So it was $20,448.59 for the accommodations. And then we're going to add another item, and we're going to call that other, and we're going to call that discount. And the discount amount was $5,005. It's a 5% discount for him being a repeat guest with us. So that is $5,554.21. But we want to make sure it has a minus sign in front of it because it is a discount. And then we're going to add another item, and we're going to add the cleaning fee. So the cleaning fee, and I'm reading all of this off of, we went in and we manually created, like, pretend like we were booking those dates, and then we put in the promo code for Chris, and that's it. Then on our direct booking site, and it spits out the amount that Chris would pay if he booked directly with us. But he's not going to do it on our direct booking site. We're just going to do it manually. That's why we have to add this in manually. So for the cleaning fee, it's $375. And then that's it for, I'm going to say done. And as you can see, it'll tell you what your host payout is, which is $15,769.38. So this is how much he owes us. This is how much the booking amount is. So if you want to then track it by like whenever he sends in his payment, you can go ahead and edit the payout, add a new item, select other, and name it, let's say, payment 1. And I think he paid $1,000 for the first payment. But remember, this is going to be him paying us, so it's going to be a negative. And then I think he also had another payment. And we can even put in the date that payment 1 was made. I'm going to have to look back on my records to see what it is, but let's just pretend and say it was like, October 1st, we'll say. So then after that, you're going to hit done, and it's going to subtract the amount here. So then the remaining amount is $14,769.38. I'm sorry, $69.38. And as you keep adding a negative payment for each of the payments that he makes, you're eventually going to get down to 0. And when you get down to 0, then you know that Chris has paid for the full amount. So this would be an easy way to track how much he's paid and how much he has left. And it does the math for you as long as you use the right signage in front of the amounts. So I hope that makes sense. You can certainly track it on a spreadsheet as well, and do the same thing on a spreadsheet, but you can also use Guesty's payout here details to help you track it. So that's it for this training. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have questions. Thanks. Well, I can't seem to. There it is. It's hiding. So